That's one we're going to watch for impacts for the Northeast as well. But across the Southeast, heading into the middle to the latter part of the week, we've got scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple areas could see a few inches. You can see the models here predicting 2 to 3 inches in some places on top of already very saturated ground. Guys, a place like Montgomery has had double the amount of rain so far this month than it should have. So another wet, soggy time across the Southeast.
Felicia, thank you.
Yeah. So we've been watching the lake effect snow across portions of the Great Lakes region. The next thing we're watching is our next system that's going to move through. Now, 2 different models, 2 different ideas of exactly what's going to happen. The European model, you can see it here, putting some of the higher totals across portions of southern Wisconsin, maybe a bit across North Dakota or southern North Dakota. Now, that's the European model. The American model has a much larger swath of those higher totals. And you can see here it's covering many more areas a bit farther north as well. So Minneapolis, maybe this will help chip away a little bit more at your snowfall deficit, or maybe you won't get much out of it. It's still something we're going to have to watch. Plenty of cold air in place. That's going to be hanging around across the northern tier. So you've got the cold air, you've got the winds cranking, you've got some moisture that's going to be combined in there. So guys, another just dousing of that snow. They are really behind in terms of their snowfall totals up there. So I'm sure people are looking forward to it.
Not really oyster weather, I'll tell you that much.
It's crazy. It's coming back. It's like everyone was like over winter. Now it's coming back.
Felicia, thank you. Oysters are not the only.
Felicia going west now.
Yeah, let's talk about it because it's about to get even messier out there. And then, of course, we watch as that next system out west makes its way across the country. If you're talking about Seattle, just a March mess for you guys. 40s and 50s, a cool rain, on and off rain. Not to say that it's going to be, a dousing constantly, but rain in the forecast for the end of the week, into the weekend, early next week. You'll notice that we've had this high pressure and control over the west, a little bit of a cutoff low that's going to be kicked out. But by the time we get to the midweek, that dome of high pressure is persisting. Now, eventually into the weekend, we watch as our next dip in a jet stream, our next trough moves in. That's going to bring some cold air that brings that unsettled weather and focuses that precipitation across the southwest. So we're going to expect some rain, some scattered snow showers as well. We're going to add that up. Not in a big way. This isn't going to be a huge rainmaker for this whole area, but it's going to be a pretty steady rain. And in the places where you get rounds of rain over and over, you could certainly see some higher amounts. Broad brush forecast here on the rainfall. Maybe some of the higher totals there across northern California, southern Oregon. We'll get some of that snow adding up as well. You'll notice we're still not done with snow for the season, especially across the Sierra, maybe up to 2 feet. So we'll add a little bit more on there. Of course, when we're talking about this being our snowy, rainy season, you like to put that money in the bank in terms of that snow hanging around. Watch what our weekend looks like. Friday, your afternoon commute, your Saturday into your Sunday. So guys, again, it's not going to be one of those things where it's just raining heavily constantly, but you've got some rain in the forecast.